This conference will now be recorded.
So to introduce myself, my name is Rajashekhar and you can call me Raj, and I'll be taking care of this full stack Java training course. Coming to my experience, I'm having totally 15 plus years of real-time experience and more than 24 years of training experience. And I have done trainings to major IT companies like TCS, Virtusa, Deloitte, Wipro. To list out, it goes more than 50 companies. I've done more than 500 plus online trainings into Java technology and more than 2000 plus classroom trainings. Okay, that's the background. Now, let us enter into our course. So the course what we are learning is full stack Java. So this we have divided. The meaning of full stack means as a Java developer, I should able to take care of the complete role to develop the project. Like I should able to take care of the front end part, the back end part, everything, even the database, everything I should able to take care here. The deployment of your project, everything we should take care. Then we call them as full stack Java developers, right? Now, just a second. No. So in this full stack Java, I've divided into some concepts, some categories. Like initially we go with core Java, then we go with web technologies, advanced Java, then very important one, frameworks. Then we are going to see the real-time tools. Now, initially we start off with core Java. This core Java, even we call it as Java SC. What is this Java SC? Is Java SC stands for Java Standard Edition. Java SC stands for what? Java Standard Edition. Okay, and the main use of going for core Java is used to develop standalone or desktop applications. Used to develop what? Standalone or desktop applications. Okay, so can anyone go with the examples of standalone applications? Examples of standalone applications, desktop applications, what we have used on your operating system.
Microsoft Office.
Right, very good. Microsoft Office like Word, Excel, all these are desktop applications. Notepad, calculator, Paint, these are all desktop applications. Once we install on our operating system, we need not connect to other system to run that application or to use that application. That's the reason the name has come standalone. And in this core Java, we go with the contents like initially we start off with Java introduction. We go with Java introduction. Then we go with Java features. And we'll be learning how to download and install Java 18 version. The latest version is 18 version. How to download and install Java 18 version on our operating system. Then we'll be developing a Java application at command prompt. Since my operating system is Windows, I'll be showing how to develop Java application at command prompt. And even I'll be guiding you how to develop the same thing on Linux or Mac. The next one, we go with the download and install Eclipse IDE. So in our course, I'm going to make use of IDE Eclipse. Then we'll be learning how to develop a Java application in Eclipse IDE. Okay, so with this we complete the introduction part, like what is the need of going for Java and how to download and install and how to develop applications. Then the next part we enter into Java basics. Java basics. So here we'll be learning the basic terminology of programming. Like here we'll be learning the meaning of comments, keywords, variables, data types, operators, a predefined class, scanner class. Then we go with if statement, switch statement, while loop, do while loop, for loop, like this. So more of programming, and this is the place where we increase our programming and logical skills in this basics. And starting from basics, I'll be start giving the assignments to you. I'll be giving assignments to you, which you need to do and submit it back. The next one is arrays. So can anyone say what is the use of arrays? What is the need of going for arrays? What is the need of arrays? Collection of elements, right?
Yeah.
Whenever you want to collect some elements, we go for what? Arrays here. Okay. We go for arrays. Arrays are used for what? To collect the elements. Okay. Then the next one, very important topic, Java OOP. OOP means object oriented programming. This is the major topic of Java. If you are good with this object oriented programming, then only we can understand the remaining topics of Java. And in this object oriented programming, we'll be going with the concepts like we'll be learning the meaning of class, object, constructors, static keyword, packages, inheritance, polymorphism, then we go with inner classes, final keyword, access modifiers, then encapsulation, abstraction, abstract classes, interfaces, like this. Okay, so this is very important, and this will take for us around 5 classes, 5 to 6 classes. The next important concept here is a very simple topic, java.lang package. So the meaning of package is like, as a small idea, the meaning of package is like, it's like a folder. So why we create folders in our operating system? To store related files. Similar way, whenever we go for Java program, we are going to create classes. So what is class? Everything I'm going to discuss, don't worry. So we are going to create some classes. So collection of related classes, we keep it in a package. So a package is collection of related classes. And one of the default package present in Java is java.lang package. In this, we'll be learning some of the predefined classes like object class, string class, string buffer class, string builder class, math class, wrapper classes, right? So very simple topic. Now the next one is exception handling. The meaning of exception is like a runtime error. Runtime error means once we write the code, to see the result of your program, we have to run the program. So that situation only we call runtime. So during runtime, due to some abnormal situations, we get errors. That errors only we call runtime errors. And that runtime errors only we call them as exceptions. And once exception occurs, the program is going to terminate. The application is going to terminate. So to avoid that abnormal termination only, we go for exception handling to make our applications robust, strong enough. The next one, multi-threading. Can anyone go with the examples of multitasking? Examples of multitasking?
You do more than one task simultaneously.
Examples. Go with example. So it's very simple. So in my case, what I've opened browser, I've opened notepad, I've opened GoToMeeting like this. Means some more examples like you are listening to the songs and doing some typing work in Microsoft Word. So opening multiple applications only, multitasking. So like example, I've taken here browser, notepad, paint, GoToMeeting like that, multiple applications. Then what is a thread? Have you seen threads anytime? Actually, you have seen threads and you also worked with threads also. You also worked with threads. And threads are in front of us now. Okay. So the good example is Gmail. When you take Gmail, Gmail is a task, right? Then in that Gmail, how many compose windows can we open? One or multiple? How many compose windows can we open in Gmail? One or multiple?
Multiple.
Multiple, right? So we
Yeah.
can open multiple compose windows. Every compose window what we open in Gmail, that is a thread. Then when we go for attachments, how many attachments we can do? One or multiple?
Multiple.
Multiple, right? So we can attach multiple files. And when one attachment is going on, I can even attach one or one more like that. We can attach multiple. And when attachments are going on, we can even type the subject and body of the message also, because attachments are also threads here. So threads are what? A part of application, a part of task only we call them as threads. And if you are able to do multiple threads, that means the application supports multi-threading. So Gmail is a multi-threaded application. Then one more good example, our GoToMeeting only. So in this GoToMeeting, it's a task. I can show my screen, it's a thread. I can speak with you, it's a thread. I can record the class, it's a thread. So the activities what we perform under one task, they are what? Threads. Clear everyone? The meaning of threads? The
Yes.
examples of threads?
Yes. Thank you.
So the advantage is performance. To increase performance of our application, we go for threads. You need not wait one thing to get some completed. I can do all the things simultaneously. So mainly to increase performance, we go for this multi-threading. The next important topic is collections. So by using arrays also we can collect elements. By using collections also we can collect the elements. But the drawback of arrays is when we go for arrays, we have to mention the size. When we go for arrays, we have to mention the size, means how many elements you want to collect. For example, if you say the size as 50, we can collect only maximum 50 elements. We cannot decrease or we cannot increase the size. But in reality, we cannot go for fixed sizes. That's a place where we go for collections. The next one, we go for some of the Java 8 version features. Very important features are added here, like lambda expressions, functional interfaces, Stream API. So I cannot explain more on this today now. The next one is IO package. The meaning of IO is like input output. The meaning of IO is input output, and the need of going for IO package is like whenever we develop a Java application and once we run the program, during runtime we go with some data. So the data what we use during runtime is temporary data because it is stored in RAM memory and RAM is temporary. Then where we can store data permanently?
Database.
Yeah, database where it has been created, secondary storage device like hard disk, right?
Yeah.
So where
so
we can store data permanently means the hardware device is hard disk. So in hard disk, either we can store data permanently, either in the form of data files or database tables. So this IO package is mainly to manage the data files for data file purpose. We go with the next one, SQL concepts, that is database concepts. Database concepts using MySQL. In our course, I'm going to make use of MySQL database. The next one is very important, JDBC, Java Database Connectivity. So by using this JDBC, we can connect to the databases. Very important topic. So with this, we complete our core Java. Then the next one is web technologies. Even we call it as UI design, user interface design, or front-end design. So whatever we display to the user on the client browser, whatever we display on the client browser, so that we call it as front-end part. That is our front-end. To go with the front-end, we go with this web technologies. So the web technologies, what we are going to learn in our course is, we go with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, TypeScript, XML, JSON, and Angular. We are even going to cover Angular. So nowadays, all the front-end part is done by using Angular. So once we have done with the web technologies, we'll be entering into the next category of our course, that is advanced Java, which even we call Java EE. Java EE stands for Java Enterprise Edition. Java EE stands for what? Java Enterprise Edition. The main use of going for Java EE is used to develop web applications. It's for web applications. So what are the examples of web applications? Like Gmail is a web application, Amazon is a web application, Book My Show is web application, Make My Trip is web application. All these are web applications. So we we copy the application onto the server so that from our client browser, we can access that application from different systems. The contents what we are going to learn here is, we go with servlets and JSP. JSP stands for Java Server Pages. The next and very important category of our course is frameworks. So without frameworks, no Java projects. That much important. Any project we take, we are doing with frameworks. Then some people will ask me a question, why can't we learn frameworks? Instead of learning all these things, why can't we start with frameworks only? Okay, so in frameworks, the code, whatever we write, all this code only we write. Okay, so to develop the applications faster only, we go for frameworks, but the code what we write is this only, complete these codes only we use over there. Then, to understand frameworks, we have to come with prior background properly. Here we are going to learn two important frameworks. One is Hibernate framework and one more is Spring framework. two important frameworks. Then, before we go to Spring framework, we even go with web services. We'll be even learning web services, as we can even develop these web services using Spring framework. Under Spring framework, we'll be learning some of the modules like Spring Core or Bean module. Then we go with the Spring DAO module, data access object, mainly for database connections. Here we go with three submodules like Spring JDBC module, Spring ORM module, where we integrate with Hibernate, and Spring data module. Then the next one will be going with the Spring MVC module. This is mainly to develop web applications. It's for web applications purpose. So to understand this MVC module, the prerequisite is servlets and JSP. To understand servlets and JSP, the prerequisite is core Java. And to work with the Spring JDBC module, so for Spring Core or Bean module, the core Java is required. To work with Spring JDBC module, the prerequisite is JDBC. To work with Spring ORM module, the prerequisite is Spring Hibernate framework. Okay, to work with Spring Data also Hibernate framework. To work with MVC, servlets and JSP, all are prerequisites here. Then next we go with Spring REST module. This is mainly to develop REST APIs. So to understand Spring REST model, the prerequisite is web services. Right? In our course, even we'll be going with microservices. And one more thing I missed out, Spring Boot module. Very, very important. Spring Boot module. And we'll be going with microservices using Spring Boot. Right. During our course, we'll be learning some of the real-time tools like JUnit, Maven, GitHub, Postman, Lombok, like this. Okay. The duration of our course. The duration of our course goes with approximately 55 hours. Goes with approximately 55 hours. Then the time of our class is Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday at 8:15 a.m. IST. Monday to Friday at 8:15 a.m. IST, and the class will go for maximum 1 hour. The class will go for what? Maximum 1 hour. So I'm saying at the beginning today, first 3 classes means today, tomorrow, and even next class Monday. First 3 classes I'll be taking are approximately 30 minutes only, because I will, as you are new to this batch, and we'll be keep on adding some students. Some more students may join. I don't know. So I don't want to make them to lose the topics. That's the reason. First 3 classes we'll be doing very less time, approximately 30 minutes only. Then after that, the class will go near to 1 hour. But I never cross 1 hour. I never cross 1 hour. You can plan accordingly. And remember this. For US or Canada, candidates, it is Sunday to Thursday. For US or Canada candidates, it will be what? Sunday to Thursday. Please take care of your time zone. Okay, right? The class is getting recorded. That recordings will be shared to you after the class. It's a regular process. Okay, after the class, within 1 hour, you are going to get your documents and recordings. So whatever I'm typing, the diagrams, whatever I show, the programs, whatever I write, the class is getting recorded. Everything will be shared to you after the class. It's a regular process. And whatever the recordings you are getting, please download the recordings onto your local machine. So I'll be cleaning my drive in regular intervals. So you need to download the recordings onto your local machine. And if you miss out to download, and if I remove that recording from the drive, from Google Drive, no need to worry. Just to put a mail to me, I'll resend it again. Okay. Right. So that's about this demo part.